You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Today, in a couple hours, just in about maybe 12 hours or so from this very recording, from the point in which I am recording this, I'll be taking my first trip to UGA, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. Peace up, A-Town down, baby. First trip to Georgia, and it's for an event put on by a former Georgia linebacker. His name is Rennie Curran, who I've been coached by, I hired as a coach about 2 years ago now, and helped me when it comes to developing the brand as a speaker and all those kinds of things. And he's putting on an event, Oglethorpe University. Make sure if you out there, pull up on me, come through. It's Sunday. It's gonna be Sunday. I believe the time is 9 to 11, if I'm not mistaken. Just check on Eventbrite. It's called Pros versus the Joes. Pros versus the Joes. Saw the post and I was like, immediately say less, ready. I am in there. I'll take the 8-hour drive to the GA, baby. Man, it's got me hyped. It's got me hyped because the reason it's got me so hyped is because I've been knowing for about 10 days that I'm going, and I've been thinking about, bumping getting myself right. You gotta understand, I had a roommate when I was in college. My first year, I had a roommate that was from Georgia. So I've been bumping all that Pastor Troy, all that Jeezy, all that T.I., all that shit, man. I've been getting myself right for this trip. And let me tell you. Here's what I mean. When we talk about rivalry, we talk about football, we talk about the memories, we talk about the moments, man. The moments, man. I gotta share this moment with you guys, all right? Because this is what it's all about. This is what the game is all about. The game is all about a moment in which you'll never forget, and then being able to recreate that moment amongst amongst a large group of people, and to scale that moment for other people to have the moments and things. Let me tell you what I mean by that, all right? I believe it was either 2009, either 2008 or 2009, had to be somewhere around there, in which this was back when Tebow was playing for the University of Florida, them Gators, all right? And there was the world's biggest cocktail party. It's Georgia, it's Georgia versus Florida, right there in Jacksonville. You got a whole, just an entire stadium split right down the middle. Red and black, orange and blue. Florida, Georgia, Florida, Georgia, Florida, Georgia. All right. And there was the game in which Coach Rip, this was back when he was at Georgia. I remember this game. I'll never forget this game because Georgia scored their first touchdown, and before you know, next thing you know, their entire team goes into the end zone for a celebration. And just sticks it up Florida's ass. Sticks it up. And Coach Rick had planned that, right? And he said after the game, look, I wanted them to get an unsportsmanlike conduct. I wanted them to get I'm tired of Florida having that psychological edge over us, right? So we'll fast forward about 7 or 8 years later. I was coaching a high school football team in Silver Spring, Maryland, named the Blake Bengals, Blake High School Bengals, and Blake in Silver Spring, Maryland, right? And it was my second season, and we were trying to get over that hump. We were trying to beat Springbrook, finally beat our crosstown rival Springbrook, and I really enjoyed that game. We did actually beat them. We beat them 55-10. I really enjoyed that because my sister went to Springbrook, and it felt good to really give it to Springbrook, right? So anyway, during that summer, I remember Coach Anderson. Coach Anderson was the head coach, and I remember him instructing the guys. He goes, look, when we score our first touchdown against Springbrook, I want all of you to run right into the end zone, jump up, go crazy, get an unsportsmanlike conduct, and show them that this is the new way Blake is doing it. You see what I'm saying? You see how that, again, you see it on TV, you see Florida, Georgia do it, and then you're taking it to the high school, and then, again, the moments. This is what it's all about, and I'm sure it's going to happen again over and over this year, because this Florida-Georgia rivalry is one of the ones that's special for me personally, because when I played in my high school ball, I played for 2 seasons at the varsity level, and the 2 linebackers I played next to, one went to Florida. His name was Akeem Hebron, rest in peace, or late Akeem Hebron, who went to Georgia, and then the other one was Jelani Jenkins, who went to Florida. And I remember actually after I graduated, I was working really looking to get established in the scouting business and the coaching business and things like that. And I was talking to Coach Malloy, who was my head coach in high school, and I was telling him what was making me think about getting into the business. And then he looks at me and goes, yep, there you go. One went to Florida, the other one went to Georgia. Looks like this is why you got to go and seek advice, and you always got to find people that have been in the business longer than you to really see if you're on the right track, all right? There's a difference, all right? There's a huge difference between being a Division I linebacker and being an SEC linebacker, all right? I'll have more on this. I'll keep you guys posted and updated. I'll probably do a full podcast episode about the trip in totality, so just stay tuned for that. Main website to check out to dive deeper into all of this, makeyourmove.com. That's makeyourmove.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker. Check it out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.